Kasey, and today we will be talking about wind turbine energy. It's become apparent in the United States over the past couple of years that our dependency on oil is not sustainable. We have been struggling to look for alternative forms of energy, and wind turbine energy appears to be one of the greatest possibilities that we have. It's not only growing economically already, it benefits our economy in many different ways, and the side effects from it are relatively low compared to other alternative forms. The wind turbine industry has already started to grow exponentially. It has increased 25% per year for the past 10 years. This means there's been new installation of turbines, there's been new advances in the technology, there's been more jobs created in the industry. It represents 32% of new electric production in the United States. $14 billion in new investments have been made over the past 10 years. That's money going directly into our economy and into the pockets of the American people. The global capacity last year was 70,000 megawatts. That is enough to power 100,000 U.S. homes. The economic advantages of wind turbine energy are also great. The turbines are mostly produced in the United States, which create jobs and revenue. The low maintenance cost after the installation is also a big plus. Once these are up and running, there's really nothing to do besides a little bit of maintenance and just patrolling the grounds that they're on. It's cheaper to produce this energy. The wind is always blowing and the wind is free. We don't have to import anything, we don't have to export anything. It's not as far to transport the electricity if it's built close to the towns. This helps lower the cost because we don't have to build power lines going cross country, and we don't have to build pipelines that can damage the ecosystems. The turbines, because they require a relatively small amount of land at the base, can also benefit farmers greatly. The electric companies can pay the farmers rent to have their turbines on their land. This not only benefits the farmers with the rent money, but it also benefits the crops. As the turbines are churning, they force warmer air down to the ground, which can help the plants at the bottom thrive and also protect them from killing frosts. Now, there are only two major minor side effects to wind turbine energy. The first is the noise, but this can be alleviated by using small household-sized turbines called microturbines. Or you can build the wind farms offshore. This also is a very good alternative because on average the wind speed is 33% more constant at sea, which more than doubles the efficiency of the turbines. There is a small effect to wildlife, but this can be avoided by examining migratory routes of birds before they place the turbines anywhere. You can also avoid a lattice structure, which encourages birds to nest. This can be avoided by using the single pole, which is most commonly seen now. But it is very, very important to remember that only 0.1% of unnatural bird deaths are caused by turbines each year. Whereas windows cause over 1 billion deaths, and cars and power lines cause 174 million avian deaths a year. So if you put it in aspect with everything else, it really is not that much of an impact to wildlife. Some other facts about wind turbine power. The small household ones, microturbines, they can provide electricity to remote locations. So if you're in the middle of the desert or anywhere that's off the beaten path, instead of having to either dig the power lines under the ground or run them above ground, you can just get a mini turbine, microturbine, and have your own electricity. 1 megawatt of wind energy produces no carbon dioxide, which is huge because of the greenhouse gases that have been released lately. And it also saves 1,293 gallons of water. Most people don't really think about water during energy production, but it is a huge, huge issue. The new double helix design that has been released in California recently, they have wind farms along the side of the highway, and they're constantly being mistaken for art. So these turbines, they're no longer this ugly thing that people think of. They're becoming artistic. These are also more versatile because they're vertical, which means that they can use wind coming from any direction to still produce the energy. The average turbine these days produces 3 megawatts, but there are new turbines that are being worked at. One would produce 10 megawatts, and it's about double the wingspan of a jumbo jet. And then there's another turbine that's being produced in Europe that is 3 times the height of the Statue of Liberty. And this will produce 20 megawatts, which is enough to power over 6,000 U.S. homes. These mega turbines can be put out to sea, which will make them, as we said, twice as productive. It's very apparent that wind turbine energy is growing in the United States and around the world, and that this needs to be explored further in terms of an alternate form of energy. Thank you.